Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Saturday, which means it's time for a new FL Basics tutorial. This one's going to be about Effector, this guy here. This is a very light, sort of one-offy effect plugin that comes with FL11, just for free. It's just there, kind of cool. I also would like to remind you that today being Saturday, which means that tonight at 6 p.m. EST -5 GMT, I am going to be doing my live stream. We at that's justin.tv/SeamlessR. There's a link in the description. You can go to there and it'll bring you to where I'll be streaming. Just to let you know that's going on. I do that every week. Last week I was late. This week I'm not going to be late. I'm going to be on time. That's what I'll do. Yeah. So Effector. Is a sort of like an XY mod, cool thing. It seems like it's sort of derived from the Groove Machine, which had a synth inside it called the Groove Machine synth, which is now separate, which is called GMS, and it has an effects module that's kind of like this, only a little bit more fleshed out for that synth. As it happens, it was designed by the same guy, so there you go. The way this works is that there's this is a grid, XY grid, and when you grab the grid, it'll turn on the effect. Kind of deal. That's how that works. Um, it has a number of effects, but it's designed to really only be playing one effect at a time. When I click on the grid, it's turning on and off this bypass thing, which you can turn off manually. You can also automate when it goes on and off, and then it has a whole bunch of these knobs. It has X and Y. Now this X and Y position is shared between all of these various effects. And in fact, there's not really a way to cycle through them automatically, because the whole point is that you're supposed to just have one of these per effect, kind of thing. So that's more or less what's up with that. On the other side over here, we have LFO controls for the X and Y parameters, and then we have how fast the LFO is over here. So if I were to play, say, and this tempo reducing is kind of cool. It basically scales up how fast these go, kind of deal. So it's a very destructive kind of tool, and I think it's kind of neat. So what basically what you're seeing is what you're getting, and when you automate this X parameter, it's the same as this and these all whatever, because again there are only one group of controls, and they control the parameters for every one of these effects, but only one of them are ever engaged at once. So the effects we have are a distortion, a lo-fi, a flanger, a phaser, a filter. The way this filter works is that from this half to here is a low pass, and from this half to here is a high pass, kind of like DJ filter settings work on most mixers. And then also, for some reason, the the Y parameter increases a bit crusher. It's kind of a neat addition. A delay. Which has a bit of a filter decay, a reverb. Sort of a stereo option. A transient or trancer, I guess is what this is called. It says trans, and I assume that meant transient, but it's basically a sidechainer. Now this one, the way this one works is basically effect depth, and the LFO speed actually controls how fast the effect is, kind of deal. Same thing with the grain option. And then we were messing with the Vox one earlier. and then a ring, which is ring modulation. Yeah. So again, this is a very sort of straightforward thing. It's very light, because there's not a lot going on. There's not a whole bunch of stuff going on at once, which means that you're really free to have just a whole bunch of these open, and you should be pretty okay, CPU usage wise. So that's this thing's point in life. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll try to answer them. And as usual, have a nice day. Also, let me know if there's things in FL that you want me to talk about in future videos. I mean, people do anyway, in comments, stuff like that, and I'm okay with that. I like that sort of thing. Most of the stuff that you asked for, I am planning on doing, like compression and Harmer and crap like that, like how to from the ground up sort of series on how those plugins work, and I plan on doing that. But more ideas is always good, So lay it on me, and have a nice day.